What is going on, guys? Jack here and welcome back to episode 7 of the Borussia Dortmund career mode series. And yes, before we get into anything, I want to thank you guys for the support on the first video earlier today. We managed to get over 50 likes again. You guys are absolutely insane with the support on this series, and if we can keep it up and get it on this video, then I will upload another video tomorrow of this series. And as you can see there, we've also got a little message from Subotic saying that he is a little bit unsettled at the club, and that is a little bit disappointing, I will be honest, because he is a really solid centre back, doesn't have the best of interceptions, and at the moment I'm giving him a rest from the first team because he's not been in the best of form, but he's a really good backup centre back, and if we do lose him, then I would have to think about bringing in a replacement for sure. He is homesick. It's that kind of thing on FIFA where they're homesick and then they want to go back home, but then they just end up going to a rival or something like that. It's just something ridiculous in career mode that just happens, and you've got to deal with it and just do everything that you can to try and keep the player at the club. I've had it a lot on past FIFAs, and the main way that I've found around it is basically loaning out the player when they seem unsettled, and then in the January transfer window or the summer transfer window, depending on when they're unsettled, you just accept the first loan and then recall them, and then they're absolutely fine. So for some reason that just works. Will I do it with Subotic? I'll wait and see, because he's a solid centre back, but I can get a better centre back. Let's be honest, I could get someone like Garay, or maybe someone who's just a little bit more solid at that centre back position. And I know that Subotic is 82 overall, but I could get a better centre back. Be honest now, we could deal with a better centre back, because of course Hummels hasn't really been playing brilliantly recently, as you can see here in this match. Look at all the shots that we're having. Bender having a shot there, and it's saved once again by Zila. Run reverse Zila in the net, and he was absolutely incredible in this match. The goalkeeper, just every goalkeeper in FIFA at the moment just seems to be saving everything, and I just do not know how to beat them. It's getting very difficult at the moment just to try and beat them and score against keeper. Once again, Immobile passing off to Mkhitaryan, going for the shot, and it's Zila to save it once again and deny us from getting that first goal in the game. But that's just what goalkeepers are like. They just like to save everything. Even this shot here. This is one of the most ridiculous saves I've seen so far. I know it's right at the keeper. Yes, it's not the best of finishes from Mkhitaryan, and I would expect better from him in that central attacking midfield position. But still, it's an incredible save, and you cannot deny that. That is an instinctive save from Zila in the net, and he was really keeping Hanover in the game here. They were hanging on for dear life, and we were having so many chances. Would Marco Reus be our saviour? He cuts inside, he bullies off the defender, and he fires it into the top left-hand corner. That is a fantastic goal from none other than Marco Reus, who is slowly becoming my favourite player in this Dortmund team, and he was probably one of the main reasons why I started this career mode. And I do realise that some of you do not enjoy career modes with big teams, but it's just a good way to start off FIFA 15, I think. You know, I did a big team last year. Although I didn't show it on my channel, I did one before the QPR career mode series, and that didn't go down so well, but that's because that was probably one of my first videos on YouTube. But anyway, it was just a lot of pressure. After we scored that goal, they obviously went on all-out attack. Socrates there with a really important block there, and it was almost an own goal, actually. Don't know if Wiedenfeller would have got to that if it was just a little bit lower down, that deflection, and it went out for a corner, and a really good chance for them as we parry it out. But it's really nervy defending here. We didn't want to give up a penalty, and I was just waiting for them to get that penalty, and luckily for me, Wiedenfeller picks up the ball, and it's still 1-0 to us, but we were just not clearing the ball away. Really poor defending here as they go inside and pass it into the middle. Yes, they score in the 90th minute. I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe my luck. They score in the 90th minute, and it's a nice goal from Schlaudruff, I think that is. Yes, it is. And he gets his first goal in the Bundesliga, but I was very disappointed. They were on all-out attack, trying to rescue a point, because that's what it was. They were rescuing a point for themselves, because in this match, they were just not a threat whatsoever. We were the threat. we were totally the threat, and we really should have got more goals in this match, and that is really something that I've got to work on. I've said it already in the past few episodes, but once I get the recipe to success, then I'm sure that I will do a lot better in this series. You can see there, we just weren't doing enough with the ball. They had 81% passing accuracy, we only had 70, so despite having more shots, we're really not passing the ball around like a team, and maybe that's my problem. Maybe I need to get some passing sequences going, and doing that will actually prove to be some success. So maybe I'll need to change up my style. Once I get used to the game mechanics, then it will be a little bit better for me. But as you can see here, we're going into the Deutsche Pokal against Augsburg, and I could have actually played this match. And the reason I didn't play this match is because I wanted to give a chance to my reserve / bench players. You can see Ramos there getting a rare start, but does score a goal, with Immobile also getting a goal. But unfortunately, Durm getting a rare start in the first team did get a red card, and that did lead to them scoring. But after that, just a few minutes later, Ramos got his second goal of the game, and we win the game 3-1. So despite getting a red card from that left back position, Durm, we still managed to win 3-1, so that's a good result. And we will have a little look at the squad report now, as it is the first of the month. Wiedenfeller has gone up to 85 overall, which is fantastic to see. I'm so happy that they've changed the growth system in this career mode. Lucas Pizek is up to 83 overall, which is good to see. And there hasn't really been too much growth in the side, and that may be because these players don't have the highest of potentials, and that's why they're not really growing that much in many stats. And Kell there has gone down to 77 overall, which is a bit disappointing to see, but he hasn't been playing, so I understand why he has actually gone down. If he had have been playing in some of the matches, then I would have thought that he would have stayed at 78 overall. And Nuri Sahin, I haven't really been giving him enough game time, and I really need to do that because he is a solid player, and although he's not the quickest, he's got really good ball control and dribbling. Schürrle is up to 82 overall as well, which is good to see. Shinji Kagawa, he's really been a disappointment so far, I'll be honest. He's not been the best of players, and he really hasn't done well in any position that I've played him in so far. Whether that be central attacker midfielder, centre mid, you know, he's just really not playing well at the moment, and I'm certainly not going to be playing him out wide on the left wing / left mid position, because he doesn't play there. I mean, he really doesn't. I know he was played there at Manchester United a little bit, but he just doesn't play there. That's not his preferred position, and in my opinion, his stats are just not good enough to be playing in that position. So that is exactly why I decided, well, I'd give him a chance in this game to show his worth, because I really haven't given him too many chances to shine, as well as Błaszczykowski is back into the lineup in the right midfield position. Decided to give Kevin Volland a rest because he was a little bit tired from the previous game. I did put him on the bench in the Deutsche Pokal, and as you can see here, we are going against Bayern Munich, trying to halt their run at the top of the table and try and beat them for the first time this season. They're currently unbeaten, and it would be very good if we could get a win here against Bayern Munich, but they are playing 5 at the back, which is going to be very difficult. But we would indeed get the first chance of the game here. As you can see here, Błaszczykowski passes it into Bender, Bender passes it into Kagawa, and a really nice little passing sequence here, and a very nice goal there from Immobile, getting his first goal in this game after coming back from injury. It's good to see him back in the team, because he is really crucial. As you can see there, Schürrle polishing the wrong boot actually, because he scored with his left foot and not his right foot, so that's a bit of a mistake. And yeah, that is a very nice, well worked goal, and it's nice to see Immobile doing very well at the club, because he did cost a lot of money for Dortmund, and he did cost a lot of money indeed, and it's good to see him doing well for sure. Goetze there having a shot, and it hit the post, or was that the crossbar? I'm not 100% sure, but that was very unlucky for Goetze. He could have levelled up the scoring there, but it's instead us getting another chance here. Marco Reus just running and using his pace, and this is a really nice, well worked play. Look at this scoop turn, absolutely fantastic, and does all 3 defenders, and that has got to be one of the goals of the season. That has seriously got to be one of the goals of the season. Marco Reus with some lovely bit of skill there, and I don't use skill moves that often, but I was really feeling confident in Marco Reus, so I thought I'd do that, and it works off very nicely. That's one of my favourite goals that I scored so far in this series. Probably better than that long shot that I scored with Marco Reus, I'll be honest. That long shot was great, but that little bit of skill there was absolutely fantastic. But not as good as this. Immobile going for on goal and absolutely hammering it into the top right-hand corner of the net and getting his second goal in the game. He's on fire at the moment for us and gets the third goal of the game and the second goal for him. So he gets his brace, and that is a fantastic way to finish his chance. Look at that, right into the top left hand corner, and it's a fantastic finish with the outside of his boot. Neuer stood absolutely no chance. Not even the best goalkeeper in the world and in the game could possibly save that. And right after that, they bring on Claudio Pizarro for Benzema. Not sure what that's actually going to do, but obviously they thought maybe a little bit of age and experience would do them good. And you can see here that it did actually make a little bit of a difference as they get a chance here, which we end up saving. Weidenfeller with a fantastic save there. But look at this clumsy work. Unbelievable stuff. I don't know what was going on there. We just couldn't clear the ball away whatsoever. And in the end, it is, I do believe it was Dante, or maybe it's Müller that got the shot off. It was actually Müller who got the shot off and got a consolation goal for Bayern Munich. But it was nothing more than that. They couldn't really get much else going in the game. Despite having the same amount of chances as us, Weidenfeller is on form at the moment. And we managed to pick up a shock 3-1 win against Bayern Munich at their home stadium, which is absolutely fantastic. That means that we halt their run at the top of the table. We're still behind them in the points. I do believe we're now on 24 points and they're on 25. Not 100% sure on the league table, but we'll have to wait till the next episode before we see any of that. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode of Career Mode. And if you have, please be sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, guys, I'm going to have to leave it there. And I'll see you next time for another video. Thanks for watching.